my room is a mess, like not the part that you're seeing, the rest of the room. My life is a mess, and I don't even know what to do because I have one of my finals this Friday, and I haven't started yet. But I'm here recording a YouTube video that no one is gonna see. Negative enough on my part. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do a May wrap up plus June TBR. So May was a bit of a busy month, so I didn't get a lot of big books read. What? I didn't get to read a lot of books. Like, I did read around 5 books and I skimmed through other 3 at least, or like 4, but I didn't read those 4 or 3, like they were just me reading the dialogues. I will tell you later. But I have a lot of books to read in June because I don't know, I turned out to be ambitious. But yeah, I want to read a lot of books in June, and I guess it could be possible since I do have like exams the first 2 weeks, but then I have the entire month free. So yeah, we will see about that. And so yeah, let's start with everything. The first book I read this month is one I told you I was going to read, and the only one practically. Now, I wasn't that, yeah, I was. Anyway, so the first book I read this month was Indigo Rich by Daphne Perry. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but anyway, Daphne Perry. And I enjoyed it. Like, it was okay, I guess. I think I gave it 4 stars because it was addictive. But so this book is about a girl who is the police chief in the town of her grandfather, and arrives there to like be there. And in the first night there or so, she goes to a bar and she hooks up with this guy that turns out to be one of the men in the most powerful family of the town, like the Edens. And so they started having like being friends with special rights, like friends with spies. And yeah, you also have a mystery of some girls who end up like committing suicide, and the girl doesn't believe that they were suicides. But yeah, that's very much the plot. Like, you don't have much. It's a romance book with a bit of mystery. Then I ended up being sick, like for a couple of days. Doctors didn't know what I had. I couldn't speak because I didn't have voice, and that's why that week I didn't post any videos. But yeah, and I but skimmed through a lot of OmegaVerse books. And this happens because when I'm sick, I still want to read, since it's my hobby, like it's what I do. But I don't have the mental power to read a book. So what I do is skim through them. And yeah, I don't even like, even though OmegaVerse and Reverse Harem books are like the spicy ones, I don't even read the spice. I just skim through them, watching the dialogues and all that. So yeah, not my best moments, you know? But yeah, I believe I read, I think not, that was an OmegaVerse with Reverse Harem, where they were influencers. Yeah. Then Lavender and Lilacs and Leather, like, yeah, I will put them around here. I think I read 2 of them, and another one, maybe? Okay, I did read the I think not one, the Influencers OmegaVerse Reverse Harem one. Then I read the duology, it's a series that they have only published like the first two books, so the Pax Sinclair trilogy. And yeah, I only read the conversation, like the dialogue. And Inked 8, which was about the girl that works in a tattoo shop with these 8 men. I think I'm gonna start reading plays because this is, I mean, it's a waste of a book if I'm only reading the dialogues, right? So I can read a play, which is essentially the same thing. After that, I read Thrive, you know, the fourth book in the Addicted series. That is the sixth one in the whole like Addicted Calloway universe. I don't have much to say. In this book happens literally what happens in Kiss the Sky and in Hot House Flower. So there was like nothing new. You just got the perspective of Lauren and Lily, which like I love them so much. I love them as a couple, and I do think they are great, like a great couple, but their books don't really like resonate as much with me. I love Rose's books and I love Daisy's books, but I don't know why for me it's difficult to get through Lawrence and Lily's books. So I think I gave it 3 stars and that's it, and I think it was only because I love the characters. Like, you may say, like, yeah, 3 stars is good for a romance book. Yeah, but take into account that Kiss the Sky has 5 stars and Hot House Flower has 4 stars for me. Like, it was alright, but I still don't get them as a couple, so yeah. Like, yeah, I get them as a couple. The thing is, I don't get them as, like, book perspective tellers. Like, I don't know. Their books are not my cup of tea. Then I decided to go to read whatever I wanted instead of reading what I should have read, because, you know, I made a TBR for nothing. But yeah, then I read Things We Never Got Over, and everyone is saying like, I love it, this is a 5-star read. No, it's not for me, sorry. So like, the thing is, it's a good book and I liked it and I enjoyed it, but it's not a 5-star for me for one thing. I think that since I read Indigo Rich previously, I was a bit crowded with the small town vibe, and that's why, like, I don't know why, but Indigo Rich and Things We Never Got Over are so similar to me. Like, they were very similar, and so I didn't really like thought it was anything special, and this is when people try to kill me. Okay, but yeah, really, I didn't thought it was nothing really special, since I have read a lot of books that way, that are that kind of books. And the main love, like the love interest, sometimes I wanted to punch him in the face, not in a good way, because he didn't have like a good explanation for me afterwards. Like, it was like believable, but still I needed something else, like not just, yeah, I have my emotional baggage, go with it. No. But yeah, the last book I read is Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. What can I say about this? Okay, literally, fun fact. The other day, someone came into my room and started talking to me while I had to do a lot of stuff for class or whatever. And what did I do? I started telling them the entire issue I had with the system of power in this book. I was literally like, fuck the monarchy, they have superpowers and they do nothing, but yeah. So, okay, Vampire Academy, I think everyone knows about Vampire Academy. And yeah, it's a series of 6 books, and this is the first one. And I finished it yesterday. I finished it yesterday afternoon, like at night, no, yesterday at night, like at 11:30 p.m. just to make this book, to make it to this wrap up. Well, no, we're still in May. I could have read it today. I'm stupid. Anyway, so yeah, I read this book yesterday and finished it yesterday. Like, I have been reading this book for 3 days and I finished it yesterday. And I need someone to spoil me. Like, this is not, no, it's not like, I need someone to spoil me. I really need. Tell me if there is going to be some kind of revolution. Because if there's not, I'm not reading the next book. Like, I like the characters all right, and I kind of like the mystery. There was some things I didn't guess. But still, I can't with the system of power there is. Like, for the ones who don't know, there are the Moroy, the Strigoi, and the Dampers. And, like, the Strigoi has to protect the Moroy from the Dampers. But the Moroy have superpowers. And they do not use them. And the Moroys are like royalty and all that, like. So they have the power and they look down on everyone, like literally. They think everyone is inferior to them. But still they don't fight and they expect someone else to give up their lives to fight for them. Please, if someone has already read this, tell me if there is going to be any kind of revolution, like any kind. If you don't want to tell me which kind of revolution there is, don't tell me. But at least tell me there is something, that this is going to change in some way. Because, like, literally, the only character in this book that believes in change is the bad guy. And it's not a morally grey good bad guy. Now we are on the part of this video where I'm going to talk about my June TBR. And I have 8 books I want to read. I don't know how I will read 8 books. Like, I probably won't read 8 books, but there they are. And so the first one I want to read has an honorable mention of one of my friends, because we made a deal, and it's that if I read her favorite fanfic, she is going to read the next book in the Addicted series, because I want her to read Rose's books. Like, I don't really care about the rest of them, but I mean, she has to read them in order, so I want her to read Rose's book, and she has already read Addicted to You and Ricochet, so I want her to read Addicted for now and then Kiss the Sky, and I don't know how I will make it for her to read Kiss the Sky, but yeah. So, for that deal to work, I have to read her favorite fanfic, which is called The Salt on the Sea. Yeah, The Salt on the Sea. I know it's Harry Potter's parents thing. That's all I know. Yeah, and it's an archive of our own. So, yeah, I will read that one and tell you about it at the end of the month. Like, she's hyping me up a lot because she's telling me why, like, God, you are going to love that book and all that. But I'm not sure. Like, I could be very picky sometimes. I want to read A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. Like, Sarah Caroli, I think, showed the book in her YouTube channel, and now I want to read it because, like, I looked it up what it was about, and it's really interesting. Like, I don't know, like, it's not interesting, but I do think it will be great. I think Larry Reeds also read that book, so yeah, I want to read that. Then I want to continue with the Eren's series with Juniper Hill, which is also like only father trope, like, I don't know, but I will continue with the Eren series because I liked it alright, and I guess I can get attached to some characters. Then I have some books I will read, and I will blog this. They are going to be the first time I'm reading a Colleen Hoover book. I know I have like 7 or 8 Colleen Hoover books that I have never read. I don't even know if I will like her writing, but I bought them. because I have zero self-control. So yeah, I will read these two Colleen Hoover books, It Ends With Us and Ugly Love, which are like two of the ones I've heard they are different from the others. Like, I heard some people believe that this one is the worst one. I think this is one of the Sarah Caroli's favorite Colleen Hoover books. And this one is the one everybody has read already, and I haven't. So I have to get into the loop, I guess. So yeah, I will blog that, so keep an eye on my channel to watch that blog if you want to see someone reacting to the Colleen Hoover for the first time. Then I have two books that I just added because of Book Talk. And yeah, so the first one is Binding 13, which I think it's about a rugby player and a girl who is a bit depressed. And that's all I know. And the other one is Ghosted, and that one is about a girl who moved to Hollywood with her boyfriend, I think, and then her boyfriend became a famous actor and left her. Like, they argued and he left, and she realized she was pregnant. I think it was about that, or maybe I'm just inventing another book, but yeah, I think it was about that. And I don't know, like when Book Talk things appear in my For You page and it sounds interesting, I just add it to my TBR and add it to my Amazon wishlist. The other book I want to read this month is Addicted After All. So yeah, the last book in the Addicted series. Like, it doesn't feel like an ending because I still have 3 books to go apart from this one. But yeah, it's the last book on the Addicted series. And that's what I want to read this month. And now I have to make an announcement. I've been 10 days without buying books. Like, this is going to be like the Duolingo strike, where Duolingo tells you, like, you have been 10 days doing Duolingo and learning French. I'm learning French in Duolingo, actually. I've been 10 days without buying books. And that's, if you don't know, that's because my friends told me that I couldn't go without buying books. And I said that I could go without buying books. So they told me to prove it, and I said, okay. And now I have to go without buying books till I have 100 subscribers. Yeah. But if you're new, subscribe, please. I need support here. Yeah, but I have a 10-day strike. That's great. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.